Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to the channel. So this is my first YouTube video, and I'm starting this channel to begin to talk about my health. Um, I never would have thought I would have started a YouTube channel to start talking about me, and my health. So here goes it. So today's August 18th. It's about 6:40 at night. Just cooking some chicken on the grill here. And thought this would be probably a good time. It's a beautiful night in Wisconsin here. So back in May or so, I had some abdominal pains, and they stuck around for maybe a day or two, and then they went away. About 2 weeks later, or a week or so later, I had some more pains, and it was a little bit longer. Anytime I stretched or moved or bent over or anything like that, the pain would just it felt like cramps. So I then they went away. So the next day I called my primary care physician and saw him. He ordered some blood work to be done, and he called me back later that day and said, "Hey, yeah, there's something definitely going on that's kind of weird because you're low on hemoglobin and iron." He recommended to see a GI doctor, and he mentioned that it would probably take a little bit to get into C1. So probably mid-July, I was able to see a GI doctor over at GI Associates, and just through all the, looking at my chart and everything and whatnot, he recommended a colonoscopy and an endoscopy to see what's going on. That was scheduled for July 26th. So we did the prep, or I did the prep, I should say. And everything looked good in the colon, so no issues there. It was this picture that he had shown that there's a bulge from the outside of the colon pressing inwards, and he said it's some submucosal mass. So he recommended a specialist to take a look at it. And so 2 days later, I went down to St. Luke's and had that taken. They went in with basically did another endoscopy, ultrasound, and took some samples of that mass and for a biopsy. Let's see here. That was July 28th. So over the course of the next week, got some phone calls, and they said, "Yeah, it looks like it could be a GIST." And I'm like, "What the heck? What the heck's a GIST?" And that's he said it's a gastrointestinal stromal tumor. I can't tell if it was cancerous at the time. They had to do some more testing. He did recommend, however, to do a CT scan. So August 5th, I went in for the CT scan, and again, it's a tumor. They just wanted to see if it was metastasizing anywhere else in the body. So we found out it hasn't metastasized. That's a good thing. He did recommend me to see a surgical oncologist, and that was on Monday the 8th. And basically they kind of told me that they believed it to be cancer at that time. Sorry for the train. It's always fun. So basically it was like three options. Do nothing, and at some point you're going to have a surgical emergency. Option 2 and 3 are kind of the same. They're just kind of flip-flopped here. So option 2 would be to go in pretty much immediately to remove the mass, and then I would begin treatment on a chemotherapy drug called Gleevec, or I think generic term is called imatinib, something like that. And I would be on that drug for they said probably 2 to 3 years. So kind of awkward, I wasn't really thinking it was going to be anything crazy like cancer or anything like that, but it turned out to be that way, or at least that, again, this is what they were thinking. So I talked to my primary care physician and asked him, if I should get a second opinion about it. And he said absolutely. He recommended Freighter, so I went over to Freighter I scheduled an appointment with a second opinion. And so that was scheduled for the 22nd of August. So Friday, I had an appointment to see a medical oncologist. That was August 12th. Basically, he confirmed it was cancer. It was stage 2 to stage 3 cancer. And it's in my stomach wall. So it's probably, and I can't remember the calculations. It's about 11 centimeters by 10 centimeters by 4. It's kind of like an obtuse, oblong object. So it's been there for 12 to 18 months, maybe longer. And I don't feel any pain. That's what's kind of weird. I haven't felt that pain since back in May. So let's see here. Tuesday, today's Thursday. Tuesday, actually Monday, I got in a call from Freighter saying, hey, the doctor can see you tomorrow if you can make it. I'm like, awesome. Yeah, let's do it. So I saw the doctor on Tuesday, and the cancer clinic at Freighter has a built-in sarcoma unit. So I kind of felt a little bit more at ease with that, knowing that. So I'm deciding to go with the treatment over at Freighter. So I am just kind of waiting for, today's phone call was just mainly more with like the pharmacy. So I'm just waiting on all that to kind of go through insurance and whatnot. And they said probably the earliest I could get the drug is delivered to my house would be August 25th. I would be taking the drug orally for 6 to 8 weeks, and then at that point I would have another CT scan done to see if the tumor has been shrinking. If it's been shrinking, they'll continue the drug. They'll basically continue the drug until as long as the tumor doesn't stall. When the tumor stalls, that's when I'm going to stop the treatment, and they would go in and surgically remove that tumor. And that's like a process called, or the operation's called a partial gastrectomy. If I do it now, it would be called it could be a distal gastrectomy, depending on how much of the stomach they have to take out. So then, after the surgery, I would be on this drug for at least 3 years, maybe 5. So it all kind of depends on how everything's going with me. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Kept this video under 10 minutes. I think when I first started talking about it, it was probably more like 20 minutes with everyone. So I think this is how I'm going to probably deliver updates. And so just stay tuned, subscribe, and you should, if you're subscribed, you'll get notifications. I'm not doing this to make money, so you don't have to subscribe if you don't want, and you don't have to like anything. You could probably leave comments if you want. I don't know if I'm going to respond to comments. I mean, everyone's got my cell phone number. Feel free to give me a call. And so I feel fine. The doctor actually said this is probably the best of the worst, type of cancer you can get. This is, it's not life. He said you shouldn't fear for your life or anything like that. This is just something that surgically will have to get removed at some point. So, all right. We'll talk to you guys later. Thanks.